Who was the biblical Moses, the revered figure in the histories of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam? As a prince of Egypt, there would be records written of him, as well as the Exodus leading Israelites out of Egypt, but no such records have been found in Egypt. Various theories have been proposed over the years, each attempting to shed light on this. One theory suggests that Moses was none other than Prince Thutmose, the eldest son of Pharaoh Amenhotep III and Queen Tia, brother to the later Pharaoh Akhenaten and uncle of Tutankhamun, the boy king. This theory proposes an intriguing connection between the biblical Moses and the ancient Egyptian prince, potentially bridging the gap between biblical and Egyptian histories. The evidence supporting this theory, while compelling, is nowhere near conclusive. Prince Thutmose was the eldest son of Pharaoh Amenhotep III and Queen Tia. His exact birth date was unknown, but he was the firstborn son and crown prince of Egypt. His royal titles were Crown Prince, Overseer of the Priests of Upper and Lower Egypt, High Priest of Ptah in Memphis. The similarity between the names Thutmose and Moses is the first thing proponents point to. However, in ancient Egyptian, Thut means God, and Mose means son, thus Thutmose translates to son of God. The name Moses in Hebrew means drawn out or delivered. While the two names share a similar sound, that's where the connection ends. The second clue was that the biblical story of Moses tells us that he was brought up in the Pharaoh's house as a prince of Egypt, a position that Thutmose naturally held. Lastly, the most compelling piece of the puzzle is the sudden disappearance of Thutmose from historical records. Coinciding somewhat with the period Moses is said to have left Egypt, this absence of Thutmose from the historical records is made even more mysterious by the fact that he was the eldest son and the rightful heir to the throne. As such, there would be meticulous records of his actions and whereabouts. His younger brother, Amenhotep IV, who later became known as Akhenaten, ascended to the throne in his stead. The question then becomes, where had Thutmose gone, and why did he not ascend to the throne as expected? It's largely believed that Thutmose died during his father's reign, although no clear evidence points to the time of his death. As crown prince, his death should have been recorded. Did he truly die, or did he leave Egypt to become a prophet in the desert? This theory is a fascinating piece of historical conjecture, but is it true? Despite the intriguing similarities, there are considerable reasons to question the Thutmose-Moses theory. To begin with, the timeline of Prince Thutmose's life doesn't exactly align with the biblical timeline of Moses. The two timelines diverge by several decades, even over a century, depending on various sources, making it difficult to reconcile the two accounts. Historians calculate Exodus to be around 1290 BCE. If this is true, then the oppressive pharaoh noted in Exodus should have been Seti first, and the pharaoh during the Exodus was Ramses II. Over a century after Thutmose's time, secondly, in the Bible, Moses was said to be adopted by the pharaoh's daughter, whereas Thutmose was the crown prince of Egypt with clear parentage. This discrepancy should not be overlooked. Lastly, archaeologists have yet to uncover any concrete evidence linking Thutmose to the events of the Exodus. Despite extensive excavations in regions associated with these events, no artifacts or inscriptions have been found that would definitively tie Thutmose to Moses. While this theory is fascinating, it's likely not true. Although Prince Thutmose remains a mystery in ancient Egyptian history, what happened to him we'll likely never know.